Today, very exciting unboxing and first look of the TOPS Fieldcraft 3.5. Right there, somebody's calling it the Mini Brothers. Pretty cool. But I want to see what it looks like, show you guys. So if you're interested, stay tuned. Alright, yep, it's the TOPS Fieldcraft. Baby brother to the full-size TOPS BOB Fieldcraft. Alright, let's open it. Here we go. Kydex sheath. Same metal belt clip. There it is. Fieldcraft 3.5 TOPS knives. Nice, got that black coated finish. Micarta natural scales, red liners, very cool. Alright, we got a simple, very basic Kydex sheath, and of course the TOPS whistle and the TOPS blue paperwork. Typical TOPS Kydex, looks nice, very well done, rivets, the metal clip that they give you a notice about for whatever reason. And the clip rotates, so standard materials here for TOPS, and let's see how it clicks right in there. Got a tiny little ramp, but I wish it was a little more for your thumb to get a hold, but it's actually enough. Pops right out. Let's see here. Oh yeah, nice one-handed opening. Another good sheath from TOPS, out of the box. Alright, we'll get up close here and I'll show you the specs on this knife. Like I said, that black coated, it's got jimping. We'll see how that feels in a minute. Natural micarta, thumb scallops, very cool. It's got the divot for bow drilling. I won't use that. Very large lanyard hole. What I like about this knife, and really why I bought it, is that it doesn't have the pommel notch on the end sticking out. I didn't like that on a full size, and unfortunately I don't have a full size to compare because got rid of it. But yeah, I didn't like that notch at all, that pommel sticking off. But yep, typical TOPS, red liners, full tang. So yeah, it's definitely not going to roll in your hand with these squarish handles. So it's got a little bit of palm swell right there, which is good. And a slight hump up top. And you can see it's got a nice finger guard right there. Not too much sticking down and out, but it'll keep your finger from sliding up that blade. Some people don't like that guard because it doesn't allow the blade to come all the way down and give them really fine control. Oh, and here they've got a sharpening choil, so that's always nice to have. Help you out when sharpening or stropping it. So yeah, I like it. Just don't like the jimping. Other than that, I think it's going to work well. No real hot spots. I mean, I can tell that it's a square design rather than a broomstick, but I think you want that in being able to have some control. It's definitely not going to roll on you. And there we go, right there, made in USA. Check it out. Very cool, very cool. So now, how's it feel? I'll be frank with you guys. TOPS knives, most of the time, their handles are too thin for me. And this one is still thin. Little bit of blockiness there, not so much. I mean, it's definitely contoured. A lot of people prefer a more squared off handle because, you know, you can feel the knife. It's not going to roll in your hand when you're using it and roll around. So a lot of people like that. This, you know, it feels good in my hand. Coincidentally, my pinky fits right in that divot right there. It allows me to hold on that really good. So holding it this way is not as comfortable as other knives for me, but I have large hands. I wear Mechanics large, and you can see how that fits in the hammer fist. Now, one thing I like that I can choke up. I know reading that this knife from Blade Show or Shot Show, one of the two, the handle was extended half an inch, and I'm glad they did that. I'm glad they did that because I prefer longer handles. I've said that in other videos where I can get up and not have it digging in my palm of my hand right there. It allows you to choke up. The jimping, let's see. Yeah, it's aggressive for me. And yeah, it's like I said before in other videos, I'm not a fan of jimping, but yeah, that's definitely aggressive. But look at that. It doesn't really feel like with this coating it's got a 90-degree on it. See, I've got a ferro rod. Yeah, I can tell right now it's not going to bite. So, it's interesting that without the notch they had on the full size one to strike, that they didn't put a 90-degree on the spine. But that takes 20 seconds on the work sharp. I guess they better to leave it off of there and give you the option of putting it on than to put it on and you not want it, right? So I wanted to show you guys. I'll put down some blades here to compare it to, and yeah, and we'll see how sharp it is. So I like to do comparisons against other knives. I've found some here in the collection that are similar in blade length. So here's our Fieldcraft 3.5, and this is the Battle Horse Knives Fieldcrafter, which is a nice knife. This is the Bark River Gunny Hunter, and this is the Battle Horse Knives Explorer. And this is a special Battle Horse Knives and Dave Canterbury knife. I believe it's the Trap line. And this is just a cold steel Pendleton Light Hunter. You can see that right there. So similar size blades. That's what it looks like if you happen to have one of these. Maybe that helps. If not, you probably got one of these. So this is the, move these out of the way. This is the Mora companion, and it's longer in both handle and blade. And here is the Bush Lure. Most of you familiar with that knife. Much bigger though. Okay. And here's a recent knife, Condor Pterosaur. Again, longer blade, longer handle. Alright, maybe you've got one of those knives that helps you understand the size comparison. There we've got it on with a US $5 bill. Helps with the size, understanding what it looks like. And last but not least, let's see if it's sharp or not. So we've got this, came with it, heavy duty spring steel clip. Okay, whatever, let's see. Feels really sharp. It is sharp. Well, feels sharp, cuts that quite well. Let's see if it'll cut hairs off my arm. I think it's pretty sharp. Alright, that's it folks. Just wanted to let people know what it looks like in size comparison to some other knives. And I'm excited to get out and try this one. I've got a lot to get out and try, I know that. But overall, I think it's typical for tops with a skinnier liner and micarta, black coating finish. Some people were complaining that it doesn't have Brothers of Bushcraft like the first one, to actually give them credit, but yeah, I don't know, but it's made in the USA, so that's awesome. Alrighty, that's going to do it folks. Appreciate you stopping by. Feel free to like, share, subscribe. Click that bell icon if you haven't. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Oh, and that's a burn from a stove. Silver fire stove burnt me.